time. Okay, you can see from there. Right. My head patient.
Face is not showing.
Shine right now, so your voice shall shine. Patient now.
No, really. No, no, too bad. No, like this.
I just okay. The camera cannot go like this. Are you online?
Huh?
Check if the audio is working.
If you,
Are you online to check if the audio is working? Let me check it now. This one goes to vulgar language. I can't share this at all.
you're
But
live.
now, what's going on now? Is my face showing? Yeah.
Your just stops at like the tip of your knee.
I want to see if I put this thing down.
It stops. Yeah.
Stop. Whoa. Oh, okay. Off the camera. I say I'm this tall that my face is not showing here. That's crazy. Man. That's serious. My face is not showing here.
Just your chin that is showing now.
That's crazy. This one, I don't know what I'll put on this thing that I'll make. I think it looks not reading here, but it can come in handy now. Okay, now. Now,
Yes, it's showing.
for my top, like how high?
My
Yeah.
shirt is showing.
Your shirt, how high is the shirt? Yeah.
No, keep coming lower. Yeah.
Okay, then the bottom part.
Stops at below your chest.
Look at my chest. Sure. Okay, let me attend. I can use the board now. Yeah, alright. Wait, how far? Yeah, how far? Yeah, it's low portion here.
No, you go like what was the door is showing now?
What
The
was the
sheet
door
here
showing?
is better.
Like this.
Yeah, it's better.
Like so,
You
my
want to
hand,
close
this
the
hand
door?
showing, this hand is showing.
Yes, it's showing.
Okay, so that's maybe the two. Hey. Let me, yeah, that's at the beginning. Let me go see if I can share this thing. Let me see if I can share it. This is what you're doing, but you just let me be checking this thing once in a while. Alright then, welcome to the live stream. I was trying for so long to do a video like in preparation for JAMB. Fortunately, school has been taking my time, so I wasn't able to do any video for JAMB. But then I got information today that JAMB is starting soon, and one of my guys' friends, JAMB is going to happen in the next 10 days. That's on the 17th of this month. So I said, what? JAMB already starting. That let me do something against preparation for JAMB. And that's what this video is for. In preparation for JAMB. That's what we're going to be doing. I have some past questions that I used last 2 years in my own JAMB, and that's what we're going to use and prepare this year. Okay, this is I should know that this may not be correct, but yeah, this is 2010. Like this 2010 paper. But JAMB has, I believe, it's not one question for everybody now, it's not like right. So I'm sure this in another past question, may not see this exactly question under 2010, the year 2010. But yeah, this past question says it's 2010. Okay, the question one here says, which mathematics question paper type is given to you? The answer is already there, paper type B. So that is option B, paper type B. Question two says, to find R if 6R7, that is like that. Ronaldo's name is Ronaldo 7 now. Okay, so to find R if 6R7 is 8, is equal to 511 is 9. Yeah, is 9. So to avoid confusing, I'm going to put under bar in the 9. I don't know if this, no, I don't think this is allowed in maths, the other line, but if I was the person that made this number, to avoid confusion, I'll just put an under base in 9, but it's not me that created this, not that created this branch of math. So just in your own solve, you just use their own method of putting it. But to avoid confusion in this question, I'm going to put an under base there on it and 9. I really hope is the internet working. I'll check if the audio is working. You just join there for like 5 seconds. Just check if the audio. The audio may be working. I can check. I can only check if the visual is working here. I can't check if the audio is working. But I put the audio is working. Okay. We should find the value of R if we are giving this. Obviously, JAMB options are given, but I'm going to solve it without help of the option or the question. Normally sometimes for the questions that were given in, but now I'm doing my 100 level test review. Sometimes I just say use the option and solve the question, but in this case I'm going to just solve all of them without their option. Then okay, let us go. And also no calculator. Calculator is not allowed to solve these base questions. Us normal humans, there are some. I'm missing one because I'm very sure that there are some people that don't use base 10 system, they don't use the decimal system. Some people use the hexadecimal system, base 16, base 2, like that. But us, the normal people, will use base 10. So to change, we have to change this to base 10, change these two numbers to base 10 before we can find the value of R. So we have 6R7 base 8 is equal to 511 base 9. So we have to change this number to base 10 and change the other number to base 10. First of all, let's do the easier one. Let's change this to base 10. To change this number to base 10 plus C times n to the power of 0. Something like this. Like, okay. A number like 10, which is 10, base 2. What you do, you have 1 times 2 to the power of 1 plus 0 times 2 to the power of 0, which is just 1 times 2, which is equal to 2. So 2 base 10 is going to equal to 10 base 2. How exciting. Okay, let's use this knowledge to solve this question. Okay, we have 511 times base 9, sorry. So this is going to be 0, 1, 2. So this will be 5 times 9 squared plus 1 times 9 to the power of 1 plus 1 times 9 to the power of 0. Okay, 5 times 9 squared, that will be 5 times 81 plus 1 times 9 plus 1 times 1. 5 times 8, 405 plus 9 plus 1. That was crazy, guy. Shaking my head like that. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 times 5. 5 times 1, that's 5. 45. Okay, 405 plus 9 plus 1. That is going to equal to 415 base 10. Normally, there's no need to put base 10. Just like if I tell you what's the log of 5, there's no need for me to tell you that this is log of 5 base 10. But in this case, let's just put the base 10. So we have base 10. Good. So this number here is equal to something, and that's what we just solved here. 415 base 10. So we have 415 base 10. And if you notice, the number got smaller. Every time if you are going for a higher base, you have a smaller number. If I change this to hexadecimal, this number here will get smaller. The higher the base, the smaller the number. So just like that case, I tell you 10 base 2. If you are changing it to a higher base, you just simply just put base 10. Okay, so we have 415 base 10. This is equal to this. So now let's change this guy to a number in base 10. To change 6R7 base 8 to base 10, you have 6 times 8. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. 6 times 8 squared plus R times 8 plus 7 times 8 to the power of 0. 6 times 8 squared, that will be 6 times 64 plus R times 8 plus 7 times 1. 6 times 64, now I can't do this in my head. You people can do this in your head, then good for you. So that's 64 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. 6 times 6 is 36 plus 2 is 38. So we have 384. 384 plus 8R plus 7 is equal to what? Is equal to this number here. 415. Now this number here is in base 10. This 8. This number here is in base 10. This number here is in base 10. So we can apply our normal mass to both of them. 384 plus 7. That is going to be 7 plus 4. That's 11. 9. 391. Good. So yes, 391. Plus 8R plus 7. Okay, I already added 7. So we have 391 plus 8R is equal to 415. So you have to subtract 391 from both sides. 391 here will cancel. You have 8R is equal to 415 minus 391. Borrow 5 minus 1, that's 4. Borrow from there, that's 3. Carry 1. 11 minus 9. Was it 39? Yeah, 39. 11 minus 9, that's 2. So we have 8R is equal to 24. That means R is equal to 24 divided by 8, which is 3. R is equal to 3. And from the question, that is option. Whoa, there's actually no option. There's no option 3 here. But there's 5, there's 2, there's S, and there's 6. So I'm going to take this S, this option C, S, as going to be 3. It does not be maybe the type of supposed to be 3 that is there. So find out we have 637 base 8 is equal to 511 base 9. But let me just check it. Let me test the value. Let me test that R is equal to 3 inside the question. So we need to make sure that 637 base 8 is actually equal to 415 base 10. Now, how do we do that? We change this number to base 10, obviously. This is going to be 0, 1, and 2. So we have 6 times 8 squared plus 3 times 8 plus 7 times 8 to the power of 0. 6 times 8 squared, that will be 6 times 64 plus 3 times 8, 16, 24 plus 7 times 1, 7. 6 times 64, that's 4 times 6 times 4, 12, 24. 6 times 6 is 7, 394. So that's 394 plus 24. That'll be 8 here, 84, 0, 4, 8. 4 plus 7, 15. So yes, it's equal to 3. Okay, let's go to the next question now. Yeah, simplify 3 over 4 of 7 over 9 divided by 9.5. So we have 3 over 4 of 7 over 9 divided by 9.5. This is question 3. 3 of 4. 3 over 4 of, sorry, not all, of 7 over 9 divided by 3.5. The book in maths, we already know board mass, right? Bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So in this case, we're going to apply that board mass. But there's no need to apply board mass because there's no plus or minus. So you just have addition, multiplication, and division. And multiplication is commutative division. Just inverse of multiplication. So multiplication. So what I'm trying to say is that we have A, B, C. The same thing as A, C, B. The same thing as whatever B, C, however you want to do it. And if B is equal to 1 over N, or let's say 1 over D to avoid adding too many letters. If B is equal to 1 over D, then you have AC over D is equal to A divided by D times C is equal to A or 1 over no, I say B equal to 1 over D times A times C. So all these are the same, 1 over D, 1 over D. So no matter which form you want to put in, it's still going to be the same. So there's no need to apply board mass here. But what we're going to do is to change this off to multiplication. The thing stopped recording for some time. Oh, somebody won't join. The person liked, but the person left. It's not only for some while, so I don't know if how much missed out. Okay. I don't know how much, cut off. I'm not with the my laptop share here, but I'm not connected to internet laptop for me to check the live. And I just realized that if I try connecting here will disconnect. So I just said I give up on if the thing is connected. And I'm not so sure if my audio is working, but I pray nature life will not make a full out of me and the audio will not be working. I pray the audio is working. But let's continue. Percentage error. Okay, we got the difference. In fact, in the when I was learning this in SS3, I think SS3 I taught us this. When I was learning this SS3, they had a name for everything. Guys, they had a name for this difference. They had a name, there was a name for this difference. There was even a name for dividing the difference by the actual value. There was a name for this one. Then there was like percentage error that is multiplied by 100. So, but there was a name for every single step. But for this class, I'm just going to call this difference. I'm going to call this division. And for the error, you will now multiply by 100 because a percentage is per 100. That's percent. That's per 100. You have to multiply by 100 to make sure that it is going to be. But by the time I multiply by 100 to keep everything balanced, naturally that percentage will not be divided by 100 to cancel this 100. But then that's what that percent time is because 100% just times one. That's what that percent time is there for. This marker is not going the second one. So we have 0.01 divided by 1.25 times 100. Let me do some things to make it easier for me. I'm very sure there's calculator in your JAMB, but I'm not going to use my calculator. I'm going to use my calculator once in a while, so sometimes I don't have sign or cos, and I cannot multiply that in my head, so I'm going to use the calculator. But like for this one, I'm going to try to do it without calculator first of all. So we have to move this decimal place. So like there's calculator inside your laptop that you can use. You have to move this two decimal places. You can also move this two decimal places. So now we have 1 divided by 125 times 100. This way it is easier for me to calculate. So we have divided by 5 here, that's 20. Divided by 5 here, that is going to be 2 here, 5, that's 25. Divided by 5 here again, we have 5. Divided by 5 here, we have. So that's simply just 4 over 5, which is equal to 0.8. 0.8%. Ah, the screen. 0.8%. That's I don't know I'm putting the option because if I'm putting the option, you're not using the same past question that I'm using. Except if you have JAMB Maths past question. Okay, that's basically the name, JAMB Maths past question. 2010, sha. But okay, 0.8%, that's option D. The next question is question 5, which is at what rate would the interest, let me clean the board. I hope you are done. The next question asks, at what rate will interest on 400 naira as our principal, since the is on 400 naira, our principal value is going to be 400 naira, okay, increase to 24 naira. At what rate will be the interest? At what rate will the interest on increase blah blah? I don't understand this man. At what rate? I believe what they're trying to say. At what rate will be interest on? This question is going to be at what rate will the interest, not will be interest. What it says, at what rate will be interest? It's supposed to be at what rate will the interest. Okay, at what rate will the interest on 400 naira? 400 naira is our principal value, so P equals 400 naira. We increase that our interest from interest will equal to 24 naira. At what rate will the interest on at what rate would interest on 400 naira increase to 24 naira in time is equal to 3 years. Reckoning in simple interest. Like there is simple interest and there's compound interest. There's simple interest and compound interest. Compound interest, first of all, you find interest on 1 year, add it to the principal, divide interest for the next year on that principal plus interest. But in this case, it's this simple interest. So our this is what they call it. Interest. The principal like interest on 400 naira increase to 40. Okay, good and fine. We have everything. We have our interest at T. I times 100 divided by P times T. So this is going to make everything simpler. So we have I is equal to 24. So that's 24 times 100 divided by our price or our principal rate, sorry, principal is equal to 400 times our time, which is equal to 3 years. So now let's count some things out. 0, 0, 0. 3-year 1, 3-year 8, 4-year 1, 4-year 2. So our rate is going to equal to 2%, and that's option B. This is R, which is equal to 2%, and that's option B. Good and fine. Okay, I believe everybody has copied down. So let's clean. Okay, question 6. If P ratio Q is equal to 2/3. I don't know how you use fraction in both cases, but you have 2/3 ratio 5/6. Okay, Q ratio R is equal to 3/4 ratio 1/2. Find P ratio Q ratio R. Q ratio 5/6 and Q ratio R is equal to 3/4 ratio 1/2. We should find P ratio Q ratio R. Now, first of all, I want to simplify ratio to be in whole numbers. Making it in whole numbers will be simpler for us to solve it. So let's simplify that to whole numbers. First of all, we have divided by 3 here, we have divided by 6 here. So if we multiply all through by 6, it will be all whole numbers. P ratio Q is going to equal to, multiply by 6, we have 4 ratio 5. P ratio Q is going to equal to 4 ratio, because 6 times 2 divided by 3 is going to be 4, and 6 times half over 6 is going to be 5. And Q ratio R is going to equal to, multiply by 4, we have 3 ratio 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. So P ratio Q now is equal to 4 ratio 5, and Q ratio R is equal to 3 ratio 2. Now, to join all the ratios together, we have to make this Q that is here equal to the Q that is here. We have to make the Q here equal to the Q that is here. Here we have the Q as 3, here we have the Q as 5. So if we multiply this ratio by 5 and multiply this ratio by 3, then we are good to go. So multiply that first ratio, P ratio Q by 3, we have 12 ratio 15. I'm not sure you understand how ratio works. Ratio works like fraction. Let's say you have 2/3. It's the same thing as 4/6, Abby. They're the same. So you can multiply as well as multiplying the two sides of the ratio or of the fraction. Good. So you have 12 ratio 15 here. Multiply this by 5, we have this is equal to 15 ratio 10. So now you can join the ratios together. You can join the two ratios together. So P ratio Q ratio R is not equal to 12 ratio 15 ratio 10. Actually, something vibrated. That is my tab. Let me check what's causing to vibrate. Okay. You're still live. Okay, somebody has sent message, but you can wait. So that P ratio Q ratio R is going to equal to 12 ratio 15 ratio 10. And that is question, that's option 12 ratio 10, that's option C. 12 ratio 15 ratio 10, option C. Now, what does this mean? This basically means, first of all, you have two ratios. You are joining another ratio. You can join them using this. So if you want to find the ratio between P and R, just carry 12, carry 10. The ratio between P and R will be 6 over 5. Don't find the ratio between Q and R, just carry 10. The ratio between Q and R will be 3 over 2. That's here, 3 over 2. Just carry find the ratio between P and Q. Just carry 12, carry 5. The ratio will be simplified. You have to carry them as simplified. Even though here there's not simplified, like just make it as a task force, but you have to simplify because just find the lowest 10. Even in fraction, you have time to the lowest 10. Just simplify everything. So if you subtract 12 over 15, you get 4 over 5. 4 over 5. Divide both sides by 3, you get 4 over 5. Yeah, 4 over 5 here. Q ratio R is going to equal to 12 ratio 15 ratio 10. And this question, this type of question, right? This knowledge of this question will be important because imagine they tell you that three brothers shared bananas between themselves, and the first brother, the ratio of the banana that the first brother got to the second brother is equal to a particular ratio. That's for the second brother and the third brother is equal to another ratio. That is this ratio this and this ratio this. Then find the total amount that was shared, or they'll ask you what's the ratio between the elder brother and the youngest brother. And the ratio they gave you was between the older brother and the brother and the second brother and the third brother. They not directly link the older brother to the younger brother. You have to use this ratio, use this, make sure that the one that is in both of them, Q is in both of them. You have to make sure that Q is the same in both sides. Then so I'm just join the two of them together. 12 ratio 15, 15 ratio 10, just doing that as 12 ratio 15 ratio 10. This guy has solved a question. Okay, let's do this question. Question 7. Question 7 is, I believe this type of thing further math is solved, no not solved. Further math, indices. Is it indices? Okay, that's not. I just like sleeping. Power. I think it's indices. One that has power. Indices. Yeah, I think it's indices. Yeah, it's indices. I'm right. I think indices. It's indices. So we have 81 divided by 16 to the power of minus 1 over 4 times 2 to the power of minus 1. It's 1 divided by 16 all to the power of minus 1 over 4 times 2 to the power of minus 1. So this to the power of 1 over 4. When you have something to the power of 1 over something, like if you have a number to the power of 1 over that number, it's the same thing as the square root or the nth root of that number. If you have a to the power of 1 over n, it's the same as the nth root of a. Let me put it in something that you are used to. If you have a to the power of 1 over 2, this equals the square root of a, like the second root of a. If you have a to the power of 1 over 3, this equals the third root of a. So in this case now we have 81 over 16 to the power of 1 over 4. So this is the same thing as 81 over 16 to the power of minus 1 under the fourth root. We carry that 1 over 4 down into fourth root. So this now we cancel this 81 and turn it into 3. Because the fourth root of 81 is 3. The fourth root of 16 is 2. So we are just left 3 over 2 to the power of minus 1 times 2 to the power of minus 1. This minus 1 now equal to 1 over 8 to the power of n. So in this case now, since you have 8 to the power of minus 1, the same thing as 1 over 8 to the power of m1, which is just 1 over 8. So a to the power of minus 1 is the same as 1 over 8. Just find the reciprocal. So 3 over 2 to the power of minus 1 is the same thing as 2 over 3. Just flip it 2 over 3. And 2 to the power of minus 1 is the same thing as 1 over 2. Since I'm multiplying, this can cancel out this, and you are left with 1 over 3. So 81 divided by 16 to the power of minus 1 over 4 times 2 to the power of minus 1 is simply just 1 over 3. Option C. First option. Okay, the option D is 1 over 6, which can be confusing. Maybe they made a mistake and put it as 1 and 3 times 2. But it's supposed to be 2 here, cancel out 2 here, giving you 1 over 3. That's option A. Okay. This PDF is sharp big. I'm seeing page 3 now, and I'm seeing 78 pages, so it's not possible for me to finish the whole thing now. But let me check if it's still recording. Question 8. Question 8. 3010. Log 7 is equal to 0.8451. If you evaluate mean loss of. If you have log m times n, this is equal to log m plus log n. If you have log m divided by n equal to log m minus log n. If you have log let's say m to the power a, this is equal to a log m. Just bring down log m is m, this is equal to 1. If you have log 1 is m, this is equal to 0. I think that's all the laws of logarithm. Logarithm. Well, you know, but like these are the things that the most important ones I use to solve this question. Yeah, the most important ones I think I use to solve this question. So let me clean up. You can copy them down. Copy them. Log mn is equal to log m plus log n. Log m divided by n is equal to log m minus log n, and log m to the power of a is equal to a log m. So let us say, let me just put it here. This a is equal to minus 1, then you have log 1 over m, because m inverse is 1 over m, is equal to minus log m. So if this a is equal to minus 1, you know, so this is a law of logarithm. Log 1 over m is equal to minus log. Now you have to move this to be in terms of 2 and 7. For them to have given you the values of log 2 and log 7, it means you are going to use that. This is going to be 2 and 7 are like factors of 1 over 1 2. So let's draw this table to be simple for us to do it like this. We have 1 1 2. If you divide this number by 2, you have 5 6. Divide by 2 again, what 4 times 7. Let me confirm that. That is 16 times 7. 4. 7 times 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. So 1 1 2 is equal to 16 times 2 to the power times 7. That is not coming inside when the door is open. And door is closed. Okay. The live disconnected was lost. And I'm not going back, sure. But we are here now. I think in this thing I'll have a side camera that will be recording, recording without the live, because the live one thing goes disconnected, all my efforts, gets lost. So I think next time I'll have a side camera that will be recording without doing live. Then the one I will upload, the video I will upload is not going to be the one that YouTube recorded. because that one will even have a low quality video because of the internet connection. So that one normally as the going on. But yeah, we got this point. We have 11 plus 3 root 15 divided by 2. And we say that is option A. Good and fine. Let's go to question 10 now. For the sake of privacy, let me turn this camera away from the door. Okay. Question 10 now. The question says we should express. Okay. Question 10 says express the product of 0.21 times 0.34. Express the product of 0.21 and 0.34. Okay. This is not this thing on my laptop. It's not. I thought it was 0.34 repeating, but then it's just on my laptop. So express 0.21 times 0.34 as is in standard form. Okay, standard form. Okay, I thought it would say as a fraction in simple form. Okay, it says standard form. Standard form is in the form of A times B. No, A times 10 raised to the power of B. Yeah, it's that standard form. So we have 0.21 times 0.34 in standard form. I'm going to do what I'm going to use to attempt this. I'm going to actually change these two numbers to standard form. So this number will be 21 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2 because you have 1, 2. So you're moving to the right by 2. You have 1, 2. That will be minus 2. So you have 21 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2 times 1, 2 again, 3, 4 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2. So this is just going to be 21 times 34 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2 plus minus 2. So minus 2 plus minus 2, that will be minus 4. So we have 21 times 34 times 10 raised to the power of minus 4. 21 times 34, we can do that normally with our mass. We have 34 times 21. 1 times 4, that is 4. 1 times 3, that is 3. 2 times 4, that is 8. 2 times 3, that is 6. 4. 8 plus 3, that is 11. So this will be 714 times 10 raised to the power of minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no. I'm not going to move it down the whole 4 distance. This will be 714 times 10 raised to the power of 4. No, minus 4. You are going to move it just before the last digit. So you move here plus 2 distances. That's to the left plus 2 distances. So you add these 2 to this minus 4. That will be 7.14 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2. And this will be our final answer. 7.14 times 10 raised to the power of minus 2. All the answers here are 7.14, 7.14, 7.14. So I'm sure that we're correct in that aspect. But the only difference is the powers. And this power here is minus 2, and that corresponds to option C. Good and fine. My doctor. Okay. Good and fine, that's option C. For the sake of my mental health, let me confirm that this is still recording every single time. That every single time I'm through the question. Okay, still recording. Good. Okay, question 11. Now 11 says, which of the Venn diagram represents P complement intersect Q complement intersect R complement. So which of the Venn diagram represents P complement intersect Q complement intersect R complement? First of all, let's draw our diagram. I think we're going to do this without looking at the options. So let's draw our diagram. This will be our P, this will be our Q, and this will be our R. P complement is everything that is not inside P. So we have everything that is not inside P. First of all. Then now we now have intersect. No, sorry, not inside P. We're looking at not inside P. So now the intersect with Q complement. Q complement now has to do with everything that is not inside Q. So we have to clean off everything that is not inside Q. Well, we have to clean off everything that is inside Q, sorry. We have to clean off everything that is inside Q. Everything was not inside Q. Then we now have R complement. That is R complement to everything that is not inside R. To clean up everything that is not inside R. So our Venn diagram should look like something that has all our numbers, all these values added to them, except for all these parts here that has to do with only P or only R or only Q. As every part in the Venn diagram should be covered except for this part. So I'm just going to cover all of them now with thick color. This part should be included, and all these parts should be included. Okay. So only this part that has to do with P only, or Q only, or R only will be left unshaded. And that corresponds to option D. Option D. Oh yeah, option A has this part shaded. There is only this part, which is wrong because then it's a P complement. Option B has the whole of Q is shaded, which is also wrong because they say Q complement here. Option C says the whole of R shaded, which is also wrong because they say R complement. That's also it. Then option D is only the correct one. Option D has everything here shaded with everything exterior shaded, which is the correct one. Question 11, question 12, sorry, this question 11. Question 12 says in a survey, question 12 tomorrow is going to be a Venn diagram question. Not Venn diagram question, but like set question. But I'm going to apply Venn diagram. If the question is copied, I'm going to apply Venn diagram. Okay. In a survey of 50 newspaper, our what do you call this again? Entire set. Entire set. I think entire set. Universal set. Our universal set is equal to 50 newspaper. Universal set is equal to 50. But the survey has to do with 50 newspaper readers. Okay, 40 read champion. Let's denote champion as C. So 40 read C. Okay, and 30 read guardian. Let's call that G. Guardian equals to 30. Okay, how many read both papers? So let's draw a Venn diagram. This Venn diagram has two circles. This X are those people that read both newspapers. This is for champions, this is for guardians. Those people that read champions are a total of 40. Since there's X here, 40 minus X, read champions only. Let me put it as this. 40 minus X, read champions only. Since guardians, the total number is 30, and we have X numbers read both of them. That means 30 minus that X that read both is going to read guardian only. This set is for only guardians, people that read only should that. Just like the people that are offering MTH 111 is going to be both art students and science students. So both art students are offering MTH 111 and both science students are offering MTH 111. So yeah, this set is for MTH 111 because both sides offer it. But the people that offer art subjects are going to be, all the art subjects will be in this set for the art students. Then all the science students will be in this set for the science students. But this set here includes both the art subjects and the science subjects. So this set, that's what this one is for. This one includes those people that read both champion newspaper and those people that read guardian newspaper. This set for people that read only guardian newspaper. This set for people that read only champion newspaper. Okay? How many read both papers? So we'll look for the value of X. If the total set is okay, they need to say something more. They need to have say something one more. They don't answer this question. So I'm going to just assume that, but I'm going to assume that what I'm saying now is holds. But they have added that if every reader or if everybody in the survey reads at least one paper, because if they don't add that, then you can just put the normal value here as Y and say that this is the set of people that don't read newspaper at all. Because there are people that don't read newspaper. But I just don't believe that the reason why they don't add that because in this they say in a survey of 50 newspaper readers. So already they expect that the people that are surveyed are readers. But still, what if the newspaper that I read is not among champion and guardian? What if I read another newspaper? You understand? So in this case, my tag is not going to be among champion or guardian. So still, they shall still specify if every person in the survey reads at least one of the two papers. In that case, there's no need for me to add this. In that case, there's no need for me to add this one because of all of them will be in this set between C union G. So they not shall add that to this question, but I believe that's supposed to be added to make sure that the question is not ambiguous. But let's assume that everybody in the survey read either newspaper, either champion or guardian or both. That's either champion alone or guardian and champion or guardian alone. That kind of thing. So now the universal set that will be this part added to this part plus this part was equal to 50. So 40 minus x plus 30 minus x. We have 40 minus x plus 30 minus x must equal to what? 50. 40 minus x plus 30 minus x must equal to 50. This minus x we cancel out this plus x here. We have 40 plus 30, that's 70. 70 minus x must equal to 50. Therefore, x is equal to 20. So that means 20 people out of the 50 people that were asked, 20 good people read both champion and guidance. So 20 is going to be our answer as option D. Option D. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question is question 13. Question 13 says, make cube structure of formula. Structure of formula is something that you are going to deal with. The thing is that surprisingly, all the things that are here, me as a science student, the only thing that I've come across is, question 1 is a general something. I've not come across question 2. I've come across question 3. Question 4, you may need it in actual life scenario. Question 5, I believe, people that are offering business made us this one. P ratio Q. This one, I've not met it so far. These indices, I've not met actually, but it's something that I believe you need. This is something that you need. This logarithm, you actually need this logarithm. The rationalize, you meet it even in vectors we did complex numbers last time. You need rationalization. Express the product of 0.21 times. You will not need it in standard form per se, but like just know how to multiply decimal numbers. This set, I've not met you, but I still like the topic. So you meet set. Yeah, very set in 100 level. So you meet set again in 100 level. But I don't think I've not met any question in change of base. I don't think any department have met that question change of base. So, but still just learn it in case your university might be different from our university, you might teach you your own 100 level. But change of base, I've not met anything on that change of base before in my 100 level yet. Okay. Question 13, change of subject formula now. You also need change of subject formula, but I'm not made change of base, but you need change of subject formula. Okay, we have if P times M over S. P. Okay, I want to check if the thing is still recording before I continue. Yeah, still ongoing. So we have if P times M over S. Is that S or 5? I know that is S. If it don't have to be 5, I'll just change the S to 5. Okay, times S plus Q plus 1. Okay. So we have P times M over S times S plus Q plus 1. Okay? Yeah. No, this can't be correct because it's still a formula formula, not simplified. So I'm going to assume that what they mean to have asked is P is equal to M over S times S plus Q plus 1. I'm going to assume that this is what they mean. Yeah, for this book like the because sometimes all these books sometimes they make all these slight errors. They are not original books, they are pirated. So they may make all these slight errors when they are copying the book, when they are copying the original book. But okay, we have if P is equal to M over S times S plus Q plus 1, make Q subject formula. We're making this subject formula. Good and fine. So the first thing that's attached to Q, right, is X. The next thing is the bracket, the next thing is M over S. Then the last thing is plus 1. So that last thing in the line is what you're going to remove first of all. So first of all, we have to subtract 1 from both sides. Minus 1 from both sides, minus 1. So we have P minus 1 is equal to M over S times X plus Q. Let's go back again. We have Q here, we have X attached to Q, we have the bracket attached to Q, and we have M over S attached. So now M over S can be the next thing in line. So you have to multiply by the inverse, which is S over M. Multiply by S over M. So I'm going to write it as P minus 1, times S divided by M. Multiplied by S over M is equal to X plus Q. There's no need for me to add the bracket, so I'm just going to remove that. The last number that is attached to Q is this X here. So you just minus S from both sides, minus X. Let me put this in bracket. Multiplied by S over M, minus 1. Then this time now you are minusing X. So now what you are left with is P minus 1. Sorry, let me write that again. What you are left with is P minus 1 times S divided by M minus X is equal to Q. Good and fine. Now, this change of solving formula, right? It is imposed on number one. It is OBJ imposed on the option that you are given. If it is theory, it imposed on the solver's choice. I can end my solution here. I can also end my solution by multiplying x, expanding this bracket. I can also end my solution by moving this x to the numerator. So let's do that. Let's do all that. Let's do all that. Okay, we are doing all that. First of all, this p minus 1 times s return to ps minus s, because s will be distributed to both sides. So yeah, ps minus s divided by m minus x is equal to q. I can MS, since that's OBJ, I have to deal with the options to check where to stop going further. So let me check the first one. P minus, nope, they don't put it in this form. So let's go further again. You have ps minus s divided by m minus q. They put it in this form? No. So you have to add this last term up again. So to add this last term up, you multiply by m over m. So you have m here and you have m here. So now their denominators are the same. You can just draw a long line. You have m, you have ps minus xm minus s is equal to q. And that is going to be option ps minus xm minus s. That's going to be option B. Now the actual way they put it at the question is sp. They put it as sp minus mx minus s divided by m is equal to q. But it's just the same thing. PS and sp are the same thing, they are commutative. So PS is equal to sp. So if they have question, they have options. This one is based on the lecturer, that is the examiner's choice of to end the solution. So you put it on as sp minus mx minus s all divided by m is equal to q. But it's the same thing. Okay. Now question 14. Let me confirm that it's still recording. Question. Okay, I have just 1 minute before I end the live, so I can start preparing for my next class. As if I want to attend, I don't want to attend class. Is it maths? Our next class. Oh, I thought I was keeping it there. Okay, I'll go attend class. So question 14 now says, if 9x squared plus 6xy plus 4y squared is a factor of 27x cubed minus 8y cubed, find the other factor. Good. There are different ways that I can attempt this question. Okay, but we have 9x squared plus 6xy plus 4y squared is a factor of 27x cubed minus 8y cubed. Now, there are different ways of solving this, but you can also see that here 9x squared is sitting as 3x all squared plus 2 times 3x, no, sorry, plus 3x times 2y plus 2y all squared. And this guy here is sitting as 3x cubed minus 2y cubed. And we know that a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b times a squared plus b squared plus ab. So since we know that this here looks a lot like this, and this here looks like this, now the last part will be 3x minus 2y. So this is what we're going to expect. This is option A. This is what we're going to expect. But let me show you the second way of solving. This is just if I want to solve it quickly. But the second way of solving is using long division. Using long division. Okay, long division now we have what's going to be outside. We have this divided by this. So this will be outside. We have 9x squared plus 6xy plus 4y squared divided by, or rather, divided with, or it's not like a denominator, 27x cubed minus 8y cubed. Okay, this is what we have. You carry the first term here divided by the last term here. So that will be 27x cubed divided by 9x squared. X squared here 1, x squared here x. 9 here 1, 9 here 3. So you have 3x. What you do now is to multiply this 3x with all this here. So 3x times 9x squared is equal to 27x cubed. 3x times 6xy is equal to plus 6, no? Plus 18. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 18 x squared y plus 12 xy squared. Okay? Now subtract. So 7x cubed minus this is going to be 0. 0 minus 18 18x squared y will be minus 18x squared y. 0 minus 12xy squared is going to be minus 12xy squared. And minus 8y cubed minus 0 is going to be minus 8y cubed. The next now is to carry the next term divided by the first term. So you have minus 18x squared y divided by 9x squared. X squared here 1, x squared here 1. 9 here 1, 9 here minus 2. So you are left with minus 2y. But minus 2y by everything now here, you have minus 18x squared y minus 12xy minus 8y cubed. Minus both sides, minus this minus this is 0, this minus this is 0, this minus this is 0. So our factor, last factor will be 3x minus 2y. As I said, option A. Easy peasy lemon, that's easy. Option A. Okay, question 15. Factorize completely. Square plus 3x square. Well, why didn't you just put as 5x square? I believe there's going to be another mistake here also. So they said x square plus 3x square minus 10x. So I don't have to 5. Okay. Ooh. Ah. Let me just confirm first. First, start solving. Let me just confirm that the question is not wrong. Because they put that they said x square plus 3x square. Why didn't you just put as 4x square? Let me just confirm that the question is not wrong. But attempting it first. So you have 4x square minus 10x divided by 2x square minus 8. So here will be 2 brackets x square minus 4. The numerator now divided by 2, you have 2x square minus 5x. You have x minus 4 times x plus 4 divided by x bracket 2x minus 5. Okay? Nope, the answer is not in the option. So that means the question that they put here, I'm going to assume that that is supposed to be x cubed, not x squared. So that is x cubed. So that is x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x divided by 2 bracket from x minus 2 times x plus 2. Okay? 2 bracket from x minus 2 x plus 2. Ooh. Okay? After that x here, you have x squared plus 3x plus minus 10. Okay? X squared plus 3x minus 10. Now the x squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 10. Now the x bracket x plus 5 bracket minus 2 bracket x plus 5. You have x minus 2 and x plus 5. X minus 2 and x plus 5. X minus 2 and x plus 5. X minus 2 comes x minus 3. So you have x bracket x plus 5 divided by 2 bracket x plus 2. Okay. Yeah. So as I guessed, the question actually wrong. The question that they asked here was x squared plus 3x squared minus 10x divided by 2x squared minus 8. And ask myself that why did they put x squared plus 3x squared? Why did they just put 4x squared? So I just had the question here has side error. Maybe what they meant, which as I use their maybe what they meant, actually give me an answer. So maybe what they meant was maybe x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x divided by 2x squared minus 8. This now, I believe this seems more wiser than to say x squared plus 3x squared again. So this, I believe this is what they meant. I'm going to solve with this. We have x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x divided by 2x squared minus 8. Factorize completely. Simply just change it to simplest terms. Cancel out some things. Okay. You can see x here, you can see x here, you can see x here. So you can factor out x from here. Let's factor out x. You have x bracket open, x squared plus 3x minus 10 divided by, you can factor out 2 here, Yeah, this even number, this is an even number. So you can factor out 2. You have 2 brackets x squared minus 4. Okay? What does this remind you of? This reminds you of the difference of 2 squares, right? So x squared minus 4 is going to be same as x squared minus 2 squared, which is the difference of 2 squares. So that's just going to be simply just 2 times x minus 2 times x plus 2. Good. This numerator reminds you of what? A quadratic equation. So let's just say x squared, let's try and factorize x squared plus 3x minus 10. This is going to equal to x squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 10. This is going to be same as x bracket open x plus 5 minus 2 bracket open x plus 5. This is going to be same as x minus 2 times x plus 5. So x squared plus 3x minus 10 is the same as x minus 2 times x plus 5. Let's put that in. X minus 2, x plus 5. You can come here. Good. Now, what do you notice? This here can cancel out this term here. So we're left with x bracket open x plus 5 divided by 2 bracket open x plus 2. And this correlates with option B. X bracket open x plus 5 divided by 2 bracket open x plus 2. That's option B. So that's correct. Let me check if this is still recording. Okay, perfect. It's still recording. That means what I'm going to be doing now whenever I'm doing it live is I would leave the door open so that internet can be entering. I still know how that works. That leaving the door open affects the internet connection, but see you surprises you in different ways. Maybe I just don't know how internet works, but yeah. Okay, it says solve for x and y. Solve for x and y. Solve for x and y. Like this was saying solve for x. This solve for is saying as solve for x and sharp guy. You hear that word of wisdom? Yeah, yo. You hear that word of wisdom? You hear that word of wisdom? Solve for x and y. Solve for that element is. Okay. Solve for x and y if x minus y is equal to 2 and x squared minus y squared is equal to 8. You have two equations now. You have x minus y is equal to 2 and x squared minus y squared is equal to 8. There are different ways you can solve this. You know at least difference of two squares. So you can just come to x minus y times x plus y is equal to 8. X minus y is equal to 2. So divide both sides by 2. You have x plus y is equal to 4. Then I have two equations. X minus y is equal to 2 and x plus y is equal to 4. So I can solve this using simultaneous equation. But this method is easy. I'm not sure it's easier method because of IgweMatics. You're supposed to grind. I'm going to show you the harder method. And the harder method deals with substitution and not what I just did now. I think there's light. Yeah, I just got light. So it deals with substitution, and that's what I'm going to show you now. You have x minus y is equal to 2 because this is just simpler one. What if the here was 2x? What if it was 2x squared minus y squared? You cannot use difference of two squares in this case. Can you? You can't. You can't, Sha. You can say 2x minus y times 2x plus y. But in this case now, there's nothing for root 2x minus y. It's x minus y, not root 2x minus y. So you cannot use it to make the work easier. So I'm going to use substitution method, which is going to be easier. Let me clean this off. It's not going to be easier in this case, but it's going to be easier in the general case. Yeah, I give you a more complex thing to solve. So you have x minus y is equal to, that means y is equal to x minus 2. X minus y is equal to move y here, you have y, and you have x minus 2 here. Good and fine. Or rather, you can just say x is equal to y plus 2. I want to solve in terms of x, not solve in terms of y, not solve in terms of x. So you have y is equal to x minus 2. So here you have x squared minus y squared is equal to 8. Y squared is equal to what? Since y is equal to x, y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 2 times x is minus 2x minus 4x plus 4. So this will be x squared minus bracket between x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 8. This will be x squared minus x squared plus 4x minus 4. X squared here can cancel out. Minus 4 here can go here and turn to 12. And you're left with 4x is equal to 12. That means x is equal to 3. Simple and short. If x is equal to 3, that means y is equal to 1. If x equals to 3, y is equal to 1. They're not going to, I thought it would be quadratic and give you two solutions, but it's only one solution because the x squared cancels out with the other x squared. So only one solution. X equals 3, y is equal to 1. Now you can test the values always. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 squared is 9. 9 minus 1, 8. Good and fine. Let me confirm it's still recording. Yep. So we continue. The next question says, let me check the answers. X and y. The answer here is 1 and 3, 3 and 1, minus 1 and 3, minus 3 and 1. And from our option, since x is 3, so that's 3 and 1, option B. 3 and 1. Question 17 says, if y varies directly as the square root of x, and y is equal to x, and y is equal to 3 when x equals to 16, calculate y when x equals to 64. So this is variation. I don't know what to with this, but usually it's the mass because you see it in differential equations multiple times, a lot of times. Okay. So we have y varies what? Y varies directly. Y varies directly as the square root of x, okay? And y is equal to 3, so y comma x is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3 when x equals to 16. We should find y comma x when y is equal to, when x equals to 64. Find value of x when x equals to 64. Good. So we have y. This does the main thing now. Y varies this and this. Basically, that's all that we're giving. So everything is important. Every statement is important. You have y varies directly as the square root of x. That is equal to a constant root root x. If y is equal to 6, no, if y is equal to 3, then root x is what? Root 16. Because 6x is equal to 16, so root x is going to be root 16. And root 16 is what? 4. That means our k is equal to 3 over 4. So our equation is going to be y is equal to 3 over 4. Now, if you put in this value of x equals 64, if you put in this x equals 64 here, you have square root of 64, which is 8. So this times 8. 4 here 1, 4 here 2. So y is going to equal to 3 times 2, which is equal to what? 6. And that deals with option C. Option C. 6. Next question here says, if x, another proportional question, if x is inversely proportional or inversely varies something, if x inversely varies to y and x comma y is equal to 2.5. I'm just going to start by 2. There's 2.5 is here, but I'm going to start by 2. When y is equal to 2, find x when y is equal to 4. Good. So now we're giving inverse proportional. I'm going to just explain a bit what this proportionality means. It means that if y is directly proportional to x, that means as y increases, x increases by an unknown constant. So you can solve for the constant. That is, they are giving a point in that, like that increase. You have to say y is equal to 2, where x equals to 3, that kind of thing. So you are giving an unknown, increase. It does not increase. It must not always increase at the same rate. Maybe one value of x can equal to 2 values of y. So in that case, now you have y is equal to x. One value of x equals 2 values of y. So we must always increase in the same rate. But as one increases, the other one increases also at a constant rate. It must not be the same rate. Like it must not be 1:1, but like it's constant. If it increases by 2, it must always increase by 2. Except if it's in the form of e to the power of maybe x or something like this now, where it increases exponentially. But like there's no proportionality like this. There's no proportionality like this. All proportionality is always directly, inversely, jointly, joint variation. In that case now you have a x plus b, a joint variation. So let's look at them. Okay. We have x directly and inversely proportional as y. That means x is equal to a constant divided by y. That means xy is equal to a constant. Good. Xy is equal to a constant. If x is equal to 5/2, if x equals to 5/2, then y is equal to 2. So we have 5/2 times 2. That means our k is equal to 5. So we can put that into the main equation as x equals to 5 over y. So now let's put our new value of y. Yes, y, when y is equal to 4. Y is not equal to 4. So when y is equal to 4, x will equal to 5 over y, which is equal to 5 over 4, which is equal to 1.25. You can either put it in 5 over 4 or 1.25, depending on the options. The options here is none of them. They put it in improper fraction. This decimal place, this improper fraction, they put it in mixed fraction, which is one whole number 1 over 4. So this is the third way of putting it. That's option D. So all your answers for OBJ depend on the lecturer's choice. If it's theory, then it depends on your own choice. You can either leave it answer here or leave it answer here or leave it answer here. But they don't do it in one decimal place. You have to change the decimal place, then put it in one decimal place as 1.3. But if you don't do anything like that, then just put it as either this or this. Um okay. What is the range of values of x if half x plus 1 over 4 is greater than 1 over 3, 1 over 3x plus a half? Good. What's the range of values of x? This is not supposed. Okay, yeah. That is when I was thinking of range, I was thinking of something like a is greater than no. A is less than x less than b. I was thinking of something like this. But still, range can also be in the form of a is less than or greater than b. So let me just say a. Range can also be in this form. It must always be in this form. But when I was thinking about this, I was thinking that it was going to be in this form, but like I just realized it could also be in this form. I didn't just realize, but like I just remember that it could also be in that form. So now we have 1 over half x plus 1 over 4 is greater than 1 over 3x plus a half. So basically, we are not going to move all the x terms to one side, move all the constant terms to the other side. So we have half x minus 1 over 1/3 x should be greater than 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4. We can draw a long line here. 2 times 3, that is 6. This is 3 minus 2x over 4. This should be 1 over 6x should be greater than 1 over 4. That means x should be greater than 6 over 4, which is equal to 3 over 2. So x should be greater than 3 over 2. And that looks like option B. We are fine. Let's go on to the next question. Before I do that, let me confirm this recording. I deeply hope that the whole board shows as I'm solving. I deeply hope the whole board shows when I'm solving. But yeah, let's go to the next question. Or rather, the last question. I'm going to talk to 20 at this point in time. Then the people view, watch the video. I'll come back and solve more. I think this was going to have question. That's the question 50. 50, yeah, 50. I think my math already did first question, but yeah, this one has question 50. Is it first question? I think first question. So that's question 50. Then it has an ID 2011. There are different years. Okay, but yeah, I'll just do question 20. If people view, I can do more. But if there's no view, then you guys try to jam and tell me your scores. Okay, solve the inequality. Minus 6 is less than or equal to 4 minus 2x, which is strictly less than 5 minus x. So we should solve the inequality. Minus 6 is less than or equal to 4 minus 2x, which is strictly less than 5 minus x. Okay, attempt this as a group. Nice. Just solve the whole thing, add x to both sides, like that. But because of this x here, I'm just simply going to take one side, solve it first of all, then pick the other side and solve it separately. So let's first of all pick this side. We have minus 6 is less than or equal to 4 minus 2x. Move this minus 2 to the other hand side. We have 2x is less than or equal to 4 plus 6. Move this minus 6 to the other hand side. We have 2x is less than or equal to 4 plus 6. That means 2x is less than or equal to 10. That means x is less than or equal to 5. This is the first part of it. The second part, you take this part here and here. The second one, you take here and here. Okay, let me let me add this, extend this line like this. Good. So this is the second part now. This is the first one, first case, second case. The second case now, we have 4 minus 2x is strictly less than 1, 5 minus x. Is strictly less than 5 minus x. Is strictly less than 5 minus x. Move this minus x to this hand side. Oh no, move this. Which one is easier? Okay, move this one to this other hand side. It's easier. I want negative values of x. I want positive values of x. So move this to the other hand side. We have 4 minus 5 is strictly less than 2x minus x. 4 minus 5 that's going to be minus 1 less than 2x minus x that's going to be x. So we have minus 1 is strictly less than x. So this is our first case. X is less than or equal to 5. And the second case, minus 1 is strictly less than x. So you can join them together as minus 1 is strictly less than x, less than or equal to 5. So that's option minus 1 is strictly less than x, less than or equal to 5. That's option B. So that completes us the end of this solution, this video. Random maths. That brings us to the end of this question, this video. Random maths, random JAMB questions, random maths JAMB questions. And I'm just going to give some little tips. So I'm not this video now. I'll do like 1 hour or 1 hour plus, or maybe 2 hours. And some people will be like, in 2 hours, I've not been able to solve 40 questions. And that's how it's before exam. Well, no. In 2 hours, somebody is going to be able to solve up to 200 maths questions. Like in that hours, you're supposed to be able to solve up to 200 maths questions. So in my exam, I think for what I did, I solved chemistry. Chemistry was like 10 to 20 minutes for my chemistry. That's time I allocated. That's for me. You have your own specialties. You have your own timing. Just test, do different practice test. Check how your timing is. When I realized that, okay, at first I was thinking that, okay, I like maths so much. Maths is my best subject. Let me do maths first of all. That was the first thing I was thinking of doing. Let me do maths first of all. Maybe I'll be able to finish maths fast. Then focus on the other subjects. Since maths is my best subject. But eventually I realized that no, math questions are not the normal math that you see that you can just blink your eye and solve and move on. The math questions are actually there to make you think. So I said, you know what, I'm going to leave this math first of all. I'm going to do something easier that the moment I enter, quick, I can finish up and go on. I realized that subject for me was chemistry. Me, I was thinking it was going to be English because I don't like English. So I was like, okay, maybe as I'm doing English exam, I'll just be guessing, I'll just be moving on and speaking. But I realized that, okay, English, let me keep that English as the last one. Since English is hard for me, let me make it as the last one so I will not waste time on it. Let me just do that last one. So I can do all the thinking there when my time is almost up. So I did my chemistry first of all, which chemistry actually my third among the 3 subjects. Chemistry is the third one. I passed my maths first of all, then my physics, then my chemistry. Chemistry is the third one. But it was there, the best exam I did as the fastest one I can finish. So I believe that's how you're going to do your own. But as I said, do your own, practice your own self. Test yourself. For you that maybe maybe for you, the way you pass your own is you do the one that you are good at first of all. But me, I did the one that I was fastest at first of all. And I realized I was fastest at in chemistry, so I did my chemistry first of all. My chemistry took about 10 to 20 minutes and I'm through the whole 40 questions. Then after that, I moved on to my physics. Not my maths. So not my maths, I moved on to physics. So my physics, I moved on to physics. So I realized that my physics question now, I'm faster at solving physics questions than solving my maths questions. For JAMB, I still felt maths and physics. But for JAMB, I realized that I finished my physics question faster than I questions. You are still about 30 minutes. About 30. Sometimes they will 40 minutes that I finish my chemistry and my maths and physics, both of them. Between 30 to 40 minutes, or maybe 45 in some cases. But between 30 to 40 minutes, good and fine. I'm sure that I should be done with my chemistry, my physics before the time moves on to next 1 hour. There's under 1 hour, there are 2 hours for JAMB. Under 1 hour, I should do my chemistry and my physics. Because chemistry 2 to 10, 20 minutes, and physics 30 to 40 minutes. That's a total of 50, no, a total of 40 to 60 minutes. That's just 1 hour average. I must be through my physics and chemistry. Then I move on to maths. Maths now is something that made me think. So now we use 45 minutes, I say. So now we use 50 minutes. So it took time. That's why I left as the last one. Then English now, I know that English is hard for me. No matter how much I read for English, I'm not going to do well in it. God forbid. God forbid. I'm not remove this bad tongue from my mouth. But honestly, English is hard for me. So but I've checked. I don't use my own mouth for myself. Let me not use mouth because I'm still praying to God that I'll keep on passing English. I'll keep on pass English. But English is not something that I easily pass. You know. It's just now invest that English that we're doing now is not, it's more or less for now. It's just GS, general studies. So it's more or less history than English. So it's still the same thing. It's still not English, but like the English and secondary school, you know how it is. It's coming from different branches, here and there. A little bit of this, little bit of that, little bit of this one, little bit of concoction, just concoction of different hard things in one. So I left my English as my last subject that I did. Now what I did for English was practice. These are the practice. Me and Mr. Obadare. Mr. Obadare tried to take his time for me and him every night. I was practicing for the English. Eventually, I still didn't get high score. The English brought my score down by a lot. I still didn't get the score that I wanted. But just practice. At least better than I believe it's going better than what I would have done if I didn't practice. What am I saying? I know my exam that year. But still, I'm still doing based on this exam that I just wrote now. Okay, so I did my maths as my last one. Maths took up to 50 minutes. So this maths now I can solve. Let me not lie that you can solve 100 questions, but average you should be able to solve about the whole 40 questions in maybe 1 hour. Yeah, I took up to so now I can take up to average. I wanted to take 30 to 45 minutes, but sometimes maths can exceed up to 50 minutes. So for other people, you can take up to an hour. And I'm going to advise if you're not that good in maths, I know. Me, I love maths. I'm the one that is supposed to advocate you to learn maths also. But this is JAMB. I cannot be forcing you to learn maths of course, learn maths of course. If you know maths is not good for you, just leave it as the last subject you're going to do. It was not good for me. I left it as my last subject that I did. What I did was I picked the easiest one. Among those easiest ones, I did the fastest one I could pick. So let's say you're offering the same course that I offered. And you are saying that okay, you're good in chemistry, you are good in physics, you're not good in maths, you're good in English. So you first of all check, you pick that English, you pick that chemistry, you pick that physics. You're not good in the three of them. But then which of them are you fastest at in answering? So people are fast in answering English questions. Like the moment they just give them questions, like it's 10 minutes, they're through answering both questions. So people are that fast. Then in that case, do your English first of all. Then move on. Among those three subjects that are good at, they are sure that you can answer up to 50 of that question without floating, without getting confused. Pick the next one you have fastest time in answering them. Take that as your next subject. Since I started passing for JAMB that year, guys, I was not that people are playing with JAMB, guys. I thought that everybody was joking around. It was general resume from Christmas break. That's that guy, people are trying jacking, people are going for classes, early morning classes, they are there reading. I was like, hey, true, people are trying reading for this thing. I don't even have my phone in one book. Immediately I went to my library because I was like, I took one of the phone in one book that was there in the library. What I did was I started practicing different random question. I tried to just test myself which of these question patterns is best for me. And then that's when I found out okay, the best one for me, which I also going to be the best for you, is to do the fastest one first, the fastest of the good ones first, then move on to the ones that are not that good in. So I did the ones that are good. So okay, I did that just I said enough. Just by now, you did nothing that you're supposed to be doing now. This is something that you're supposed to have done a long time ago. But let's just assume that this video will reach those that are not writing jam this year, but writing next year. So at least they can use this as a preparatory video. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want me to continue this question from question 21 to question 50, then please tell me to do so, and I will continue that. See you basically in the next one. Bye.